you so much for coming to my channel, Ashley's Way. I am Ashley Ray, and happy 2017. I don't know about you, but I cannot believe that 2017 is here. 2016 absolutely flew by. And if you're anything like me, I'm actually kind of glad 2016 is gone. I would like to say that 2016 wasn't my best year. It wasn't a bad year, don't get me wrong. But for me, I just got a little bit too complacent, and that's typically not who I am. I got a little bit too comfortable because I was doing well financially with my job. And sometimes when that happens, when we get too comfortable, that's the time when we don't grow. So there's a little quote that I like that says, a comfortable place is a beautiful place to be, but nobody ever grows there. And that's absolutely what happened to me in 2016. So in 2017, I am more than dedicated to making sure that I use my God-given talents to follow my dreams and to do things that are important to me and that make me happy. And one of those things is my public speaking. Public speaking for me is something that I absolutely love doing. I love speaking to people, motivating people, helping people, inspiring people. And that is what I'm gonna focus on doing in 2017, promoting myself and making sure that I use my God-given talents. Hopefully, if you guys have some goals in 2017 that you have already met, write them in the comments below. I kind of want to know what you guys have planned for 2017. You never know. You and I might have some of the same goals planned out, and maybe we can inspire each other to make this thing happen in 2017. Now, I will tell you, I did have some highlights of 2016, and of course that would be what else? Traveling for me. I love traveling. We started off the year in 2016 in LA with some of our beautiful friends, and then Jason and I went to Costa Rica with my parents. It was one big adventure. It was pretty amazing. I went to Phoenix, Arizona. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I ended the year in the most beautiful place, and that was in Maui, Hawaii. So if you guys ever get a chance to go there, I totally would recommend it. God put in too much time, he put in too much work and created this beautiful world, and we need to go check it out. God has some of the most beautiful creations that we can't even imagine looking at with our own eyeballs, and we definitely need to make sure that we step outside our comfort zone and go see what's out there. There's a lot of people who ask me, Ashley, how are you traveling so much? You guys just went to Costa Rica in August, and then you turn right around and go to Hawaii in December. What are you doing? So here I am. I'm gonna give you a couple tips on how to make sure that you travel good, travel smarter, and travel in a way that does not make you go broke. All right, so tip number one, start a traveling savings account. About 6 years ago, I started a savings account just for traveling, and I didn't touch it for a year. I kept putting money from my paycheck into the savings account, and I let it sit, and then finally after a year, I started using it. And it's nice because whenever I would go somewhere, buy a flight, book a hotel, get a rental car, whatever it is that I needed to do in relation to traveling, I only had to pull money from this account. Nothing came from my regular checking account that I pay my bills out of. Nothing came out of my regular savings account. Tip number two, get a credit card that supports the lifestyle that you want to live. So I started doing a lot of research on credit cards, and I bank with Chase primarily. The Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card came up as like one of the best credit cards to travel with. They have two credit cards actually. They have the Chase Sapphire and the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Chase Sapphire Preferred is the best credit card. I started off with the Chase Sapphire, and then when my credit increased, I got the Chase Sapphire Preferred. It does have a $95 annual fee after the first year, but you have way better perks than the regular Chase Sapphire card. You get 1 point per dollar that you spend, you get 2 points per dollar that you spend on food, and you get 2 points per dollar that you spend on traveling. And then if you use the points through the Chase website for traveling, you also get like 25% off your traveling costs. So it's well worth it, guys. This year I would anticipate not having to spend very much money on flights because I've saved up so many of my points. I use that credit card for everything. I pay it off at the end of the week. I've had large credit card balances. I don't want to get back there, so I would recommend if you do get the credit card, use it, but use it responsibly. You don't want to get in a bunch of debt, and that just gets you in a world of trouble. Tip number 3, use your weekends wisely. We have Saturday and Sunday typically that we have off. Some people might have different days, but whatever days that you have off, build those into your travel. Some people want to travel Monday through Friday and have to take 5 days of PTO when you could do Thursday through Monday and only have to use 3 days of PTO or 2 days of PTO. So use those days wisely. You could have a 9-day vacation and only use 5 days of PTO if you use your weekends right. The last tip that I have is to check out travel agencies. I think that we forget about them often, but they're so useful. When we went to Costa Rica earlier this year, we went through Gate One Travel, and I was really skeptical about it, I'm not gonna lie, but I had a friend who had taken many trips through Gate One Travel, and they told me how amazing it was, and it really was. So we went to Costa Rica for 7 days, and it was only $1,259, and that's not an exaggeration, it was $1,259. Now people, that is just about as much as it costs for a flight to Hawaii, okay? The $1,259 included our flights, it included all of our transportation in between 3 cities, it included all of our lodging, and it included 9 meals. Like, you cannot beat that at all. And we had the most amazing time. We met some amazing people, and it was completely adventurous. And I think the best thing about it is that we didn't have to plan anything. Everything was already planned out. So I will tell you, there are other companies like Gate One Travel that you should research. I definitely will be taking more trips around the world using Gate One Travel because it's so cheap and it's worth it and you have a great time. So check out the website. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, guys. It's 2017 and it's time to grind and pray and make your dreams come true. I'm gonna be doing the same for myself. We are looking for places to go next year for New Year's. We've already thrown out the Maldives, we've thrown out Fiji Island. Obviously, as you can tell, we're looking for a tropical island that is like nowhere close to here, far, far away. So if you guys have any ideas for us, drop them in the comment box. Thank you so much, loves, for coming to my channel. Leave a comment, subscribe for sure, like the video, share it with your friends. I, of course, am Ashley Ray, and I am out.